All right, so this is looking out the front door of our campsite in Steele Creek Campground. It's a U.S. Army Corps of Engineers campground. So we're going to go on a little walk and take you around. All right, so there's the front of the trailer. Julie with the puppy dogs. It's Friday and we're leaving tonight. There's the pit toilets. They're right across from our campsite. They are extremely clean inside and have virtually no odor. So whatever they're doing to make these toilets work is very, very effective. Right, honey lamb?
Yep.
All right, so there's a little more of a view of our campsite, and there's our picnic table right through there, and that is site number 5, and this is a free campground. You can stay here for 14 days free of charge, and we're just gonna do a short walk to show you around. All the campsites either have, see if I can zoom in on that and show you. Right there, that's a fire pit. And some of them have little barbecue pits. And some of them have fire rings. When we go back over to our campsite, I will show you our fire ring. But that's the lake, and this is really the first really nice day since we got here on Sunday and Monday morning. We had a real intense cold front come in, and well, intense for us. It got down to what, about 25, 26 degrees every night for about 3 nights.
Yeah.
And then the high was in the low 40s, so
Not our kind of weather.
Yeah, and the first night that it blew in, the wind was blowing probably 25 or 30 miles an hour. All right, let's walk down the other side here. And once we do a little walking, we'll open it back up. All right, so here we are heading down to the lake. We kind of walk to the other end. There's a boat ramp right around that corner. And we walk down to the lake down here. And this is Lake Whitney. There's also a state park on this lake. There's 3 or 4 of these Corps of Engineer parks on this lake. And the nice thing is the Corps of Engineer parks are free. This is our 6th day staying here, and our camping fees at this site have been absolutely zero. Now, is this boondocking? It's not really boondocking, and I'll tell you why. Because, well, it kind of is. There's no electricity. Okay, so you got to deal with that. And we don't have any solar yet. So we're running on generator. And so we run the generator for a few hours at a time, 2 or 3 times a day, just to keep the batteries charged up. And there's the pit toilets across the street, which I showed you earlier. And there is water between each campsite. So each campsite, 2 campsites share one water thing. However, we filled up our water tank with 40 gallons of water when we got here, and after 6 days, we're still sitting at about half a tank. Now, that includes 1 shower each in the 6 days. But we have some of these big wipe things to where we can kind of do a sponge bath sort of thing.
No, Kilo, go.
Julie is not letting the dogs get into that. That's a deer hide they've got down here somehow, so oh well.
Not me.
What, didn't get down here? You didn't bring it down here? Thought for sure you brought a deer hide with you. All right. So anyway, we're heading down. It's lunchtime on Friday, so we got a bunch of people driving through, looky-loos mostly. I don't know what they're expecting to find down here, but and there's our campsite right there. That's our campsite. And then as you can see, the person who has no idea how you're supposed to camp around here just pulled in right next door. Instead of going down to like one of those down on the point down there, which are 200 yards away, or going the other direction. There's some more down there. On that point is another 200 yards away. But we're getting a lot of drive-throughs right now, so it doesn't really matter. We've been virtually the only ones in the park since we got here. So, and we're leaving tonight around probably 10 o'clock. So that's our campsite right there, and we'll be able to see the trailer here pretty quick. And we will head up the hill. Steele Creek Campground on Lake Whitney. It's about probably 40 or 50 miles northwest of Waco. Julie and the crew.
Come on, boys. Let's go.
Alright, so here we are coming up to our site. As you can see, it's site number 5. And this is our fire ring right here. And firewood. And then that's another fire ring with firewood, but that's not actually a campsite. That's kind of between campsites. So I don't know what the story is on that. But that's where we've been having our campfires the times that we've been out here. And there's the truck, trailer. Walk around here and I'll show you the water situation. Okay, there's the water spigot jobber do right there. And as you can see, that's a little closer to ours than it is to that one, but there we are. And we're about, I don't know, 50, 60 feet away from this thing. So if we needed water, we could get it, but we haven't found the need for it at this point. All right, so that's pretty much the complete walk around of the campsite. This is on the north side of Lake Whitney.
That's right. Okay.
This is the new mat that we got. It's really helped keeping the junk out of the trailer. And then, remember I told you the generator was going to live in the back of the truck, and that's where she's been living, and it has been working like a champ. So I may do another follow-up on that.
Get over here. You get up there.
So anyway, that's the thing. This is the view from the back of our campsite, where we've had our campfires right there. And this is Steele Creek Campground on the shores of northern Lake Whitney. So as we sign off, that's who we are. That's us.